Hello, Cancer. Welcome to Sidekick Tarot. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This is going to be a general reading, so everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, Advality3 Tarot, which is review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. Bless you.
Oh, thank you, babe.
Let it out. This song. Shout, shout, let it all out. Oh. Okay, Cancer, right away what you're showing me, you definitely have been led to kind of this point or position with whatever you're addressing. It almost seems as if you kind of have to like pick yourself up and kind of like choose to consciously focus on something or address something and figure out what needs to be done. This is interesting. It's almost like you have to make a pretty drastic decision to kind of like sit down and look at something. This is interesting because it's almost like with such, you're kind of leading this with severity. Like an energy of like, okay, I gotta deal with this today. Maybe you can't put it off any longer. I don't exactly know, but overall, as you're trying to figure things out and make, in a sense, improvements or have some sort of progression take place, you are taking action of some sort. Okay, could possibly even be relocating, or I believe Leo got something very similar to that. Relocation, moving, that sort of thing. Yeah. And it says it could be time or just timing or something about time. That's some, goodness. I feel like you're wanting to, I feel like you're wanting this to be like a smooth, easy transition of some sort. At the same time, it's not. What's fascinating about this is things are progressing the way they're supposed to, but unfortunately, it's kind of like you're going through it a little bit because of it. Maybe it could be just time, because of times that you're going through it, but overall, something is a pretty big disappointment here. You're saying there could have been some sort of difficulties or losses along the way, or maybe kind of having to leave things behind, let things go, that sort of thing. Yeah. It feels, this feels like some sort of new beginning for you. You're like, yep, it is. I feel like you're working with it though, because I do see you are definitely in a much better state of frame of mind. It's an energy of like acknowledging oneself with where you're at mentally, where you're at emotionally. I do see you are making that decision overall to start something new for yourself. It almost seems like you have some type of idea in mind that you're wanting to kind of pursue. Yeah, right away. Right away you're working with it. Right away you're working with it. Yay. That's how you keep it moving. Yeah, it could be just changes at work too. Maybe changes of career, changes. Maybe you're having to relocate for work. Okay. Maybe for something to kind of work out better and, for your advantage or something. What you're saying is there's a lot to kind of shift and change around, but you got to stay on top of it and keep going with it. Yeah, it works out for you. Nice. Very nice. Just like that. So clearly something you've changed, pans out in your favor, like I said. Okay. So it's a matter of what you want to do moving forward after that point. I feel like for you, it's a consideration of direction. More direction. Okay. Contemplation. It almost seems like you're kind of asking yourself, like, and where do I want to spend my paycheck? What do I want to do with this lump sum of money or cash? Okay. So yeah, kind of like shift some things around, move some numbers. I feel like ultimately though, you're wanting to reinvest it in something, but you're just not too very sure of yourself about doing this. It's almost like you're wanting to move forward with this, in a sense, this new, let's just say, material. But you're definitely soul searching here as to whether this is the true direction you want to go in or not. Directions. You just don't know. You just don't know. And you're ultimately kind of telling me like there's just no way of knowing. I'm like, okay. So there is that form of acceptance, but I feel like overall that the energy of leaning in to the acceptance, I feel like psychologically you're also like, well, because I'm accepting this, I just don't know. There's no way to absolutely know this. And so whatever this is that I feel like you were working on or getting ready to kind of work on and start, which I feel like it was already in the start or in the making, you're like, nah, I think I'll just scratch that. Let that go. Let that be. There you are. There you are. Okay. Wow. Once again, very fast, decisive action and movement here. Again. And what's interesting about this, a couple things are working out for you. It's regarding the changes that you're making. And for some reason, it's the energy of being able to think quick and move quick when you need to. When you need to. Because something is working out for you. Once again, it's like, okay. Yeah. Okay, moving forward, eyes facing forward to the future. Nice. Lots to contemplate right there again, though. Lots to contemplate. It seems like something has worked out for you financially quite well, actually. It's definitely a huge confidence boost, which is nice because you're kind of like saying, okay, now that this momentum is going on regarding my situation, possibly financially, because I feel like that's more so what it is, you're able to focus on your future that much more and that much more clearly. And that's what's important for you because you're saying, I feel good. I feel pretty confident about what's happened, how things have shifted and turned around in my favor. And I'm just focused on my truth and pursuing that. So, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a fire sign, a water sign. And that is all. Goodbye.